Hello and welcome to episode number 10 of the Kingdom Texas High School Football Podcast. My name is Casey and I'm the founder and host of the Kingdom Texas High School Football Podcast. Alright y'all, I hope everyone is doing great. We are rolling into week 3 this week. The districts with 9 teams are starting district play, so we are getting towards that part of the season where games are really starting to matter. Okay, so I will not be doing too much of a big recap of week 2. I have been focused on school this past few days, so I haven't been able to watch and catch up on games from week 2. I will only be revealing the official Kingdom Texas High School Football offensive, defensive, and overall team of the week, and 2 teams to watch and 2 teams to worry about from week 2. But first, I did attend the Nacogdoches and Lufkin game Friday night. The game was close early on. It was a hard-fought defensive battle early on for about a quarter and a half, but Lufkin was able to start rolling towards the end of the half. And in the third quarter, Lufkin proved to be too much for the Dragons as they took firm control of the game. Lufkin walked away with a 37-0 victory on Friday night. Lufkin will be a team to watch for in 5A Division I, and Nacogdoches is still trying to find their footing in the 2022 season. Okay, now I will reveal the official Kingdom Texas High School Football offense, defense, and team of the week, as well as the 2 teams to watch and 2 teams to worry about from week 2. The offense of the week goes to the Fulshear Chargers. The Chargers have the state's top scoring offense after 2 games, after scoring 70 points each game against 2 6A opponents. Fulshear is a team that has made a huge impact and are one of the state's most talked about teams. The defense of the week goes to the Dickinson Gators. After losing to Atascocita 37-0 in week 1, the Gators turned it around in week 2 with a 14-0 victory as the defense puts up a surprising shutout against a good Ridge Point team. The team of the week goes to the Katy Tigers. Katy defeated Atascocita in a great game. This game was hyped all week, all over the state, and it did not disappoint. Katy won this game 35-28. Now, our 2 teams to watch. First, Klein Oak. Klein Oak defeated Cinco Ranch 40-35. Next is Crosby. After losing to CE King in week 1, a lot of people started to write Crosby off. However, Crosby showed out and defeated Fort Bend Marshall 27-21 in overtime. Alright, now our 2 teams to worry about. First, El Campo. The Ricebirds lost to Cuero 43-14 in week 1, and then the Ricebirds lost to Corpus Christi Miller 49-29 in week 2. I'm sure El Campo will get things together and find a rhythm, but as of right now, I am a little worried about them. Our next team to worry about is the Fort Bend Travis Tigers. In week 1, Travis lost 36-14 to Spring, and then in week 2, they lost 50-7 to Foster. I expect the Travis to be a playoff team this year, but they have yet to really look like that in 2022. They do have a chance to turn all those wrongs into a right when they face Hightower in their first district game of the season in week 3. Alright, it is now time to get into my predictions and pick'em games. I did not do too good in my picks last week. I actually only won 13 out of 20, or 65%. That brings my total for the season so far to 29 wins, which is good for 72.5%. I need a good week this week so I can get that win percentage up. In a matchup between 2 0-2 teams, I like George Ranch over Clements. I like Cy Fair to stay high with a win over Cy Woods. In a really tough game to pick, I like Summer Creek to beat Klein Collins. I believe Manville will open up district play with a win over Angleton. I like Fort Bend Marshall to get back on track with a win over A-Leaf Taylor. I believe Houston Lamar will defeat Clear Falls. I like Cy Ranch to defeat Cy Creek. I like Klein Kane over Cy Falls. I believe Dickinson will defeat Pasadena Dobie, and Hightower to take down Travis. In the first of 3 Kingdom Texas High School football games of the week, I like North Shore to defeat Spring Westfield in a close game. I like Spring over Strake Jesuit. I like Katy Pato to get back on track over Morton Ranch. In a really tough game to call, I like CE King over Pearland. And I like Fulshear to stay hot over Magnolia. In a heated game down in Lamar Consolidated Independent School District, I like Foster to stay hot over Terry. In our second Kingdom Texas High School football games of the week, I like Shadow Creek over Bridgeland. I like Ridge Point over Bush. And in our third and final Kingdom Texas High School football game of the week, I like Katy to take down Katy Tompkins. And lastly, I like Cinco Ranch over Katy Taylor. Alright, that is all for today's episode. Thank you all for listening to episode number 10 of the Kingdom Texas High School Football Podcast. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Again, thank you all for listening. This is the Kingdom Texas High School Football Podcast, and I am your host, Casey. Have a great day.